Well, I'm down on the promenade here in Douglas, and surprise, surprise, the news breaks at 6 a.m. this morning that you're not going to hit your deadlines. This is it, another month or so. I mean, you're already flagging it because there's going to be some snagging for a month, so that would take until September, wouldn't it, anyway? So now, what's the latest exactly?
Okay, so what you're referring to, Paul, is the fact that Aldin Construction have notified the department that their programme is now going to be a month delayed. So they're delivering this scheme. They've got a contractual relationship with the department to deliver it for a price. They've come to us and said that they've rescheduled the work in light of where they are now, what they've still got to do, and they've said it's going to be the end of September by the time it's completed. So what we've done is put that out into the public domain. So, you know, Last week I was working on the basis that Aldin's latest position to the department was that it was end of August. That's now changed. I discovered that on Wednesday lunchtime, was informed of that, and straight away we got it out into the public domain. I signed the press release off last night, and it's broken first thing this morning.
Just kind of very short, it's not your fault, you're blaming Aldin.
Well, Aldin are the contractor delivering the scheme. I mean, clearly, Aldin will say that there are mitigating factors which have led to this point, and I would accept that there are some mitigating factors.
What are they?
Well, a couple of things, really. There's the construction sector on the Isle of Man is hugely overheated at the moment. You know, you'll know that. Just most people will recognise that. Their resources, they've got a subcontract-based business, Aldin. They have a small number of direct staff. The rest of their business works on subcontractors. Subcontractors have a huge number of other opportunities on the Isle of Man at the moment, often paying a better return. So they are struggling to get subcontractors to deliver for them. Equally, they can reach out and bring resource in from the UK, as they have done, and they've brought in some extremely good and hard-working off-island contractors, particularly from a Romanian community, and they are driving forward in terms of the detail of some of this delivery, but they have been restricted by what they can bring in from elsewhere, by a very hot construction sector in the UK, the knock-on effects of COVID. So, you know, none of us are doing this in a bubble. It's Aldin's job to deliver the scheme, and it's them that's informed of the revised programme under the terms of the contract, and that's what we're communicating now.
I'm taking it there are some penalty clauses in there that you will be claiming money back on this, will you?
So yeah, the contract is based on effectively them completing it to a time frame, and I'm not going to go into the detail of the contractual arrangements between the department and them. That wouldn't be appropriate, but they do better if they deliver sooner, and they do worse if they deliver later. The other element that you might want to be aware of is that the department has said, how can we directly assist in the delivery of this to make it done more quickly for the benefit of the people of the Isle of Man, and made an offer that actually some of the department's resources could be deployed by Aldin on a subcontract basis to get some of the work done. So we clearly have capabilities that are used around the island's roads, in particular for doing work like tarmacking, block lane, etc. We've made that available to them. If they want to draw on that, which the indication are that they will, then they will be paying the department for delivering that work.
That means other places don't get the work that they should be getting done by you anyway, right?
Well, absolutely. We're in a land of hard choices here. You know, this is a national priority. It has to be more important for this to be done than, say, some road resurfacing in other parts of the island. I don't want to be in this position, but it's where we are. I don't want the department's resources being used to underpin the delivery of this, but they already are, and it's the best choice for the people of the Isle of Man, and that's what I'm doing here.
Now, I walk this every morning, and I cannot believe my eyes. The other day they're digging that one up. All the tiles there were being pulled up to replace. We're now by the crossing. Yeah. They've just taken that all up and replaced. Why? What is going on?
Well, I mean, that's the detail of the construction method and the quality.
That's why they're running late, surely, because things aren't right the first time around. They're going back and having to redo work.
Well, with any process, if you're having to redo work, then it's inefficient and it's adding time to it, Paul. But it's important that we get the right quality and product here. we want a good quality scheme that's going to stand the test of time. It's actually good that these things are being picked up. It's not good that they go wrong in the first place, but anybody who's ever done anything of a civil engineering nature will tell you that snagging and defects are just part of the thing. The problem with this scheme is it's been played out in the full glare of social media, of the people of the Isle of Man, because it's, we're right at the heart of the Isle of Man here. It's a very, very difficult scheme to deliver for the contractors. There was some choices made earlier on in the scheme, well before I was the minister, that made it very difficult for them. Some of those constraints have been eased, but we're focused on just driving this through, as I have done right since I was appointed here, to get the job done and get off the prom.
You are the figurehead, so I have to ask this then. Are you feeling that it's coming untenable for you to continue, and have you put your resignation in on this?
Absolutely not, no.
Right.
Because
has anyone been put under the bus on this then?
The focus is on getting the job done for the people of the Isle of Man. We can look back and say, as the scrutiny committee have done that and continue to do, you could have done this better, you should have done that. If COVID hadn't happened, if buts and maybes, I'm not interested in those things. I'm interested in getting this job done. It would serve absolutely no purpose for me to walk away from this.
But the buck stops with you?
Well, of course the buck stops with me, as it does for the whole of the Department of Infrastructure.
And if people don't deliver, normally they get sacked, don't they? Or they have to go.
Those things do happen, yeah. This is being delivered on a contractual basis by a contractor. I'm not interested in having a steward's inquiry or a post-mortem here. I just want to get the job done, to get out of the way, so that the people of the Isle of Man and the visitors that come in here can experience the Isle of Man and the heart of the Isle of Man to the best extent possible.
Unfortunately, we've got buses and coaches going along here all day long at the moment because people, the borders being open. This is a site they're greeted with, and it's going to go on long. In fact, to the end of the holiday tourist season as such.
Well, you say unfortunately. It's great that people are coming back to the Isle of Man, and there is a big opportunity for the Isle of Man, I believe, post-COVID, in marketing itself as a great destination for tourists. And some of the attractions of the Isle of Man has been the place abroad where you don't need to go abroad, which was the message paraphrasing from, 30 or 40 years ago. I think that becomes really powerful going forward. But they have to have something appropriate for them to come to see and to experience. And, the Isle of Man on a good day is fantastic. This is all part of investing in our future. It's just really difficult.
It's only a couple of miles long, though, isn't it? This is just an amazing amount of time. Many people from the outside will be looking at this going, crikey, why is it going on and on and on?
That's because they don't understand what they're looking at, Paul, and it's not about the size, it's about the complexity. You actually should be talking to the people who really understand this. Social media does not understand this scheme. You don't understand this scheme. It's a hugely complex...
Tell us about it and inform everybody. Let's face it, communication is everything. And if you're saying we don't understand it, well, let's find out about it.
People aren't interested, they just want to see the job finished.
Oh.
Yeah? The two questions that come is who's to blame and when's it going to be finished, right? I'm not interested in playing the blame game. I'm interested in driving this forward. And the days for talking about the scheme and what was in it, those are gone. It's all about just getting the job finished now.
Nothing's going to make you go on this then? You're sticking this through?
Absolutely. And I think that's the right thing for the people of the Isle of Man. The coward's way out would be for me to go, do you know what, here you go, Chief Minister, have my resignation, I'm going to go door knocking and try and get myself re-elected. That's the easy thing. Actually, what the Isle of Man needs is people who will do the tough stuff, as I've done. I've stepped up to the plate every single time. I've taken on projects which were not in good order when I took them on. I've been the minister since June of last year. This scheme has been going, we're in double figures number of years on this scheme. My job is to get it finished. That's what I'm doing.